And my mom comes out here to come and sit.
Jackie Hernandez thinks back on some of the places she's lived and cringes.
And the roof started to cave in the bathroom. And I started to notice there's a bubble. And they're all, no, I don't see it. I go, yes, there's a bubble. And then later it just...
Now she uses Section 8 housing vouchers to help pay for a place in an older complex in San Diego's University Heights neighborhood. There are some repairs that could be done.
Do you see these? Do you see these railings that got fixed? They were not standard to the Section 8.
Still, she's happy with it. But what if she had the chance to move into an affordable apartment downtown in a brand new building? But there would be a catch. She and the other low-income renters would be in a separate building with a separate entrance.
Honestly, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. We've got enough division here in this world. And whether people believe it or not, we are all made in the image of God. I'm totally looking different than you are, but, we all have the same blood.
So this is Pinnacle International's job site. This is their current project.
Armando Nunez stands in front of one of the towers the developer Pinnacle International is currently building downtown. He's with the local carpenters union and is a big critic of the projects. Pinnacle is building 3 towers with market rate apartments, which would probably rent for around $2,700 for 2 bedrooms. And then it would put 60 affordable housing units in a small building close by. Those would rent for about half the normal rate. The affordable housing would connect to one of those towers, but the lower income renters couldn't use its pool, spa, or rooftop deck. An argument in support of this arrangement is that by paying more, you get access to more amenities. But Nunez equates that to segregation.
So if you're really helping out the community, then everybody's an equal citizen. Everybody's a human being. So why would you classify different levels of citizens in San Diego?
The downtown planning agency, Civic San Diego, rejected the plan, and Pinnacle, the developer, threatened to sue. Now they are calling a temporary truce to try to come to an agreement. Both Civic and Pinnacle refused KPBS interview requests, citing the lawsuit. But Pinnacle's lawyer sent a statement saying it should be commended for actually building affordable housing instead of paying a fee, as other developers do. If approved, this would provide much-needed affordable housing in downtown San Diego much sooner than would otherwise be the case, the statement said.
These types of sort of separate entrances for low-income tenants are nicknamed pour doors.
Sasha Harnden says developers in other areas, particularly New York City, have tried creating so-called pour doors. He says developers and even cities, if they approve the projects, may be violating federal fair housing laws.
When a given action may have, a disproportionate impact on a protected class, such as people of a certain race, elderly tenants, families with children, that can incur fair housing liability. That can be a prohibited practice, even if it's not intentional discrimination.
Maya Rosas stands on a busy corner in downtown San Diego. She's a member of the YIMBY Democrats, which advocates for the housing movement called Yes in My Backyard. She says it's important for new housing projects to build affordable housing on site.
That's how we create integrated communities. It's how we desegregate communities. And that's how we let families thrive.
That means, in theory, she would support a project like Pinnacle's that would help low-income families access the schools, parks, restaurants, and shops in downtown. But
we need to expect more from our developers to truly integrate our housing.
Rosas says she wishes the city had rules that wouldn't allow for a project like this in the first place.
It's so hard. We're in a tremendous housing crisis right now. People are struggling, and every single unit, especially affordable, is so needed, which is why it's so unfortunate to be in this situation where this project is not going to be built or at least it's seriously delayed.
She may get what she wants. A new bill was proposed this week by State Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez that would block developers from creating separate facilities for low-income and market-rate residents. Claire Trageser, KPBS News.